Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio.
everyone. Welcome, welcome, Sexy Sundays. We are here in the building. Welcome to another night over here at U-Style Magazine live radio show over here at Listen Vision. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We had I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I have had an eventful weekend. Before I get my show started, I always like to thank my sponsors for always being there, for always having my back, all of the support that you guys offer me. So shout out to the George Goodman League. Shout out to Captivate Marketing Solutions. You guys are awesome. So I want to tell you again, thank you so much for all of the support that you guys are offering. U-Style Magazine. Thank you for all of the events you guys are connecting me with. I'm actually having a ball getting out and moving around and connecting with you guys. So I appreciate everything. You guys, thank you so much for supporting the show. Thank you for following me. Make sure you continue to connect with me over here at Facebook, which is Bridget at U-Style Mag Davis. Also on Twitter, make sure you're connecting with me at U-Style Magazine. Instagram is U-Style Magazine, and make sure you are subscribing to my YouTube channel, which is U-Style Magazine as well. I want to thank everyone that came out for Glam's Shoe Cam. That was a big hit. Everybody looked amazing over there at Summer Breeze at the National Harbor. We had a great time. You guys were beautiful, and I'm sure Glam is not here tonight, but I'm sure if she was here, she would tell you guys thank you so much for swinging by her shoe cam and enjoying yourselves and showing off them gorgeous shoes. Y'all, I have to say, though, I have to say this before I get started. The guys, you all brought it this year. Y'all were amazing. Your shoes were on point. I think just about every other man had on some type of Gucci. And I just want to say that y'all brought it. Y'all were amazing. Y'all looked hot. And I loved it. So I can't wait till next year. Those guys over there at Tricky Entertainment did an awesome job again. Shout out to Tamia. She was amazing as usual. Absolutely gorgeous voice. DJ Battle, you had the red carpet rocking. So I want to tell you that you were amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. And everybody that came through, you guys look gorgeous. So hey, I can't wait till next year, Tricky Entertainment. Let's do it again. I want to also, I have an amazing guest with me tonight. She came all the way down from Delaware. So I am so happy that she made her trip down just to see me, and I feel so blessed and honored. I will be welcoming the author, Miss Anika Stewart. She is an inspirational speaker, an author. She has so much going on. She has so much great information that she's offering to all of the women and everybody that just needs a little bit of encouragement. So I am going to take a quick break, and when I return, I am going to be welcoming my special guest for tonight, the author, Miss Anika Stewart. So you guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be right back in a few shakes.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, Listen Vision.
Hey, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back. U-Style Magazine Live Radio in the building. Thank you guys for staying with me. Y'all are awesome. I'm sitting here tonight. My guest is here all the way from Delaware.
Yes.
Miss Author, the author, Anika Stewart. Hello,
Yes.
darling.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So what's going on with you? I know y'all ran into a little bit of traffic getting here. What was that about?
Yes, left at 5 and still got into traffic.
Well,
so
you made it.
I
That's
made
right.
it, and I'm
That's
excited
right.
to be here.
That's right. You made it. Yes.
Yes.
So let's tell everybody what you got going on. Tell us about yourself, what you're doing, what's your title, all of that.
Okay, so thank you again for having me.
you're
I'm
quite
excited
welcome.
to
Thanks
be
for being
here.
here.
I am author Anika Stewart. I am an author of a memoir, which is called Diaries of an Elect Lady. I got it right here.
I was about to say, yes, we got to see that.
Diaries of an Elect Lady. It is available on ladyannikastewart.com as well as Amazon.com.
Okay.
It's my first book that I published last year, and it's about my story. It's about how I overcame separation, single parenting, dealing with a child with mental health challenges, and also about how I came into ministry. I'm a minister. I'm an ordained minister.
wow. Okay.
And I came into ministry from the streets, and how, God had to heal me internally to get to where I am today. So that's just my
Exactly.
story, and
Awesome.
I'm excited to share it with
Awesome. And let me see the book here. What's the name of the book?
Diaries of an Elect Lady.
All right. You guys got to check this out. The cover is beautiful.
Thank you.
It is absolutely beautiful. So this is basically your biography.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell us about, your story, which led up to all of this.
Okay, so, I didn't plan on writing a book. That's the
Okay,
thing. I
okay.
did not plan on writing a book. These are actual diaries from when I was going through that rough time in my life.
Exactly.
What happened was I got married in 2009. I was a single parent of 3 children at that time.
Okay.
And I got married to my husband. And a year later, he sat me down after our first year anniversary and told me that he wanted a divorce.
Wow.
So immediately I was devastated.
I was going to say, I'm sure you were devastated.
Yes, and didn't quite understand why he was asking for a divorce until I had to go back to that day
Right.
and examine the woman that he married. I was a woman who was broken, desolate. I was empty. I didn't love myself. I had low self-esteem. And I took all of my anger, all of my rage, all of my disappointment from past relationships, and I brought it all into my marriage, and I poured it out on him. And that day, when he told me he wanted a divorce, I had to go back and rebuild Anika. I had to go back and rebuild the lost woman, the single parent. I had to go back to the place where I was in my addiction, being in out of domestic violence relationships. I had to go back just to rebuild myself, to love myself again, to, I just had to go back and restart all over because he married a broken woman. He married someone who was damaged. And I did everything out of my emotions. I was led of my emotions. So I hurt him.
Wow. So did you ever think that your story would be inspiring other women?
No.
Because you have a story to tell, and it's clear that you are connecting with a lot of women that are going through or have gone through some of the same thing. Did you ever think that you would be used, or your situation would be used as a tool?
No, absolutely not. Honestly, I was ashamed at first.
Wow.
And in the book, it talks about that. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed because here I am. I'm a minister in the church. And a year into my marriage, my husband is asking me for a divorce. So I was embarrassed, and I didn't want to tell anybody what was going on. For a while, I hid it. I tried to hide it. I tried to put on a face to where, I was happy in the church, in the service, amongst my friends and my family. I didn't want to tell them what was going on because I didn't want them to judge me. I didn't want to feel judged. And I had to go back again to that place of where I was internally and honestly admit that I was the cause of why the marriage didn't work.
Wow. And
I
I'm
was
sure
the
that's
reason.
hard, because it's hard to have to look at yourself in
Yes.
the mirror and say, you know what? He's not all by himself in this. I took a big part in this.
Yes.
It's hard to have to look at yourself in the mirror.
And that's what I had to do.
Right.
I had to look at Anika and say that, not that he was perfect, but a lot of it was because of my own doing.
Right.
My words that I put on him. I told him that, he wasn't a good father, and
Right.
he had took in my children. We didn't even have our son together at
Right.
that time.
Right.
So, I was broken, and he married a broken woman. And I had to own all of
You had to
my
own your stuff.
shortcomings.
Ain't that
all
hard?
of them. Yes.
That's hard to have to own your stuff, honey. You ain't got to tell me. I already know. It's hard to have to own your stuff. Mm-hmm. But you got to do it.
You have to do it in order to grow.
Exactly.
So
is that what led you into empowering other women?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, because I learned that until you're able to, look in the mirror at yourself, your flaws, your insecurities, the things that you don't like about yourself, and accept them and own them and begin to do the work, then you are not walking in authenticity.
Right.
You have not unveiled, you have not uncovered, but you are masking. And it's
Exactly.
time out for us to be masking, and we look great. Externally, we
Right.
have on the foundation, the lashes, the matte. We have all that down packed, but internally, it doesn't match how you feel on the inside,
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I had to learn that the hard way, but I'm glad that I went through my process, and that's
Right.
what I try to empower others to do, to look at yourself and do the work,
Exactly.
and be happy with who you are, where you are at this present time.
Exactly. So I know that you have you have an event coming up.
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the event.
So the event is called Unveiling the Mask.
Uh-huh.
It's my first workshop, actually. It's the first workshop. I'm excited about it. This workshop is about, honestly, doing the work. When you come to this event, it's not about trying to hide behind, what you look like, your appearance or your status,
Right,
but
right.
come with an open mind, come willing to do the work. Start the process of your transformation. Start the process of your healing
Right.
and your deliverance inside.
Right.
So this event is about unmasking,
Right.
and breaking down those barriers emotionally
Right.
of what you've been holding on to.
Exactly. So I know you have several speakers.
Yes, I
There
do.
will be there. They'll be there.
Yes.
Tell us some of the speakers you'll have.
Yes, I'm super excited. We have Dana Hicks. Yes, we have Dana
All right.
Hicks.
Hey, Dana. She
Yes.
all over the place. Hey, Dana.
Yes, she will be coming, and she will be talking about woman empowerment. And I know
Awesome.
she's going to bring it because that's what she talks about.
That energy,
and
yeah.
she's passionate about that. That we gotta come together more. We gotta
That's
uplift
right.
one another.
That's right.
We
That's
gotta
right.
be our sister's keeper.
Exactly.
So she will be talking about woman empowerment. We have Pastor Rhonda Trott from Dover, Delaware. She's going to be talking about combating fear. We have Tanya Pierce. She's going to be talking about elevating your faith. We have also Andrea T. Martin. She's going to be talking about, what is she going to be talking about? I forgot that quick. She's going to be talking about, discovering who you are. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's
Discovering
okay.
who
That's
you
okay.
are. So she's going to be talking about discovering who you are, what your purpose is,
Right.
what do you have a passion about doing here
Exactly.
on this earth. So those are our 4 speakers, dynamic speakers. They're going to impart into these women.
Right,
They're going
right.
to give them what they need in order to move forward.
Exactly.
and be authentic and moving in their purpose.
Exactly. You know what? And I think that's like one of the biggest things or the biggest pitfalls that women have is trying to find your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
We have a tendency to go all over the place, not really knowing where we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So again, because we don't know what our purpose is, we hide a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, we hide a lot.
Yes, we hide and we do what people think we should be doing and not
Exactly.
what you love to do. It's all about finding what makes you happy.
That's right.
That's
right.
what do you want to do that gives you a reason to smile, that gives you a reason to want to get up out of the bed to go to work, you know?
Exactly.
You know, whatever that is, that's your purpose, honestly.
Right.
Whatever you have, you know, a hunger for deep down inside that you want to do to help others or just to be a help on this earth, you know, that's your purpose. That's what you were made to do.
Wow.
You know, you just have to tap into it and don't want to get permission.
Exactly.
You know, or get the validation.
That's right. And that's that. Stop expecting validation. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
I'm learning that. That's something that's very hard for me, but I'm getting through it. I'm learning it.
Because everybody's not going to agree
That's right.
with your vision. Everybody's not supposed to agree with your vision. It's your vision. Everybody's not going to be receptive to it. They're not going to support it because they don't understand it. But it's not for them. It's for you.
Exactly. So when is the event?
The event is October the 20th, 5:30 p.m. in Dover, Delaware, 216 Wyoming Road.
All right, so y'all hear that? Dover, Delaware, plan the trip, get in your cars, get some good information. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. So how did you pick the individuals that you have on the panel?
Well, I was seeing first. Let me talk about Andrea Martin. I have never met her in person.
Okay,
and we live in the same state.
Okay.
I've never met her in person, but I was watching her Facebook lives.
Okay.
And oh my God, she was. I mean, just speaking empowerment, and you could feel it. You know, when you could feel something through the screen, I was like, yes, I got to connect with her somehow, some way. I need to connect with her, so I reached out.
Exactly.
And she accepted the invitation, and that's how I linked up with her.
Awesome.
So I'm excited to, you know, finally get a chance to meet her in person.
Exactly.
Because I just been following her through Facebook.
Great.
LaTanya Pierce, actually, I met her through church.
Okay.
And fellowshipping with her, and again, you know, she's a remarkable woman. I was at her first book publishing, and you know, I just connected with her, and I support women, you know, and I do it genuinely. I don't do it to get them to come to my events or to, you know, buy my products. No, I do it because I genuinely like linking up with women and supporting, you know, women in their visions. And so I just reached out to her, and she said yes with no hesitation. Dana Hicks, I just met her. I just met her through an organization, the Business Leaders Alliance Network. So I met her through Bonita Parker, and I instantly, you know, just gravitated towards her because her energy.
Exactly. I was going to say, Dana has one of those personalities that just kind of makes you just kind of like, oh, okay, let me see what she's talking about.
Yes. And I mean, the minute she opened up her mouth, she was just real, and she was, you know, standing in her truth. That's what I picked up from her, and she was speaking from the heart. And, you know, since connecting with her and the organization, you know, I hear her often talk about women empowerment, women supporting women, and I'm a firm believer of it. You know, if we can link up and be each other's support and our backbone, we would be a force to be reckoned with.
You're right.
You know, so I knew she would be perfect for that topic. I asked her to specifically speak on that topic, and she agreed. And so Rhonda Trott, I know her from fellowshipping through church. And she's dynamic, and she is powerful. And so she's going to be talking about fear, like I said before. She's very passionate about that because she talks about her testimony. So I reached out to her, and she said that she would be more than welcome to come and impart into the ladies. And so that's the lineup. That's how it got all started.
So is this the first? This is your first event?
This is my first unveiling the mass workshop. But I also host other events. We have our 4th annual I'm Every Woman's Conference coming up next year, May 18th and the 19th. So I'm excited about that as well.
Wow. Well, wait a minute, because we're going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and we're going to continue with my special guest, Miss Anika Stewart. So don't go anywhere. See you in a few minutes.
Recording studio. Listen Vision. Listen.
Hey, you guys, welcome back. I am still here with my special guest for tonight, Miss Anika Stewart.
Yes.
Before we went to the break, you were telling us about another conference coming up. I'm Every Woman.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
Every Woman.
Honey, you're going to be busy. All right. What's this one about? You got my attention. What's this one about?
This is my baby.
Okay.
This is my baby.
Okay.
I'm Every Woman. This is our 4th annual conference.
Okay.
And so this got started simply because of where I come from.
Okay.
I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in my
Okay.
life, from domestic violence
Okay.
to single parenting to, being divorced,
Right, right.
and so I'm every woman. I feel as though I'm every woman. And when we come together collectively
Right.
as women and we begin to speak our truth, we begin to stand in our truth,
That's right.
that's when healing and deliverance takes place. Transformation takes place. Iron sharpens iron. So we get together in this room and, we begin to unveil and we begin to unmask and
Right,
empower
right,
each other
right.
and listen to the different stories. It gives us strength. It
Right,
gives us
right.
power. It gives us, that zeal to keep going.
Exactly.
Even though you're facing adversity, even though you may not like where you are at this present time, it gives you enough strength to just keep on going.
Exactly.
So this conference is dear to me because it's all about us literally coming together
Right.
and empowering one another.
Right. Now, is this conference going to be in Delaware as well?
Not this year. We're going to take it on the road. We
Oh.
are going to be in Richmond, Virginia
All
this
right.
year. Well,
Okay.
next year, yes. We're going to be in Richmond, Virginia. So I'm super excited because I've never taken it out of Delaware.
And that's what I was going to ask you. So are you going to you're going to try to not only do Richmond, are you going to try to go to other states, or you're just going to
Yes.
settle with Richmond right now?
After Richmond, we're going to New York.
That's awesome.
Yes, we are. So we're gonna travel with this.
Exactly.
Because not everybody's gonna be able to come, but we're gonna come to the women. We're gonna
Right.
come to you.
That's
We're gonna
right.
meet you right where you are, where you are
Exactly.
living, and we're going to make an impact.
Exactly.
We're gonna make an impact. That is the goal: to be intentional in making an impact into the lives of women,
Right,
and
right.
appreciating them, celebrating them
Exactly.
right where they are. That single mother, that's raising
Exactly.
her children the best she knows how. That woman who's facing a divorce. That entrepreneur, that aspiring entrepreneur.
Exactly.
We're talking to every woman. It's not just categorized to one, specific woman. We're talking to all women.
Exactly. So have you found it hard, though? Because I know, you're speaking about domestic violence. You're speaking about divorce.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it to get women to open up about their stories? It's hard for us to open up about our
Yes.
stories.
It is hard for women to open up, but I believe in creating an atmosphere for change. And how do I do that is I do pray. I pray
Right,
before any
right.
event to set a tone. And I believe when you are transparent and you don't seem like a robot,
Right. Right.
people are more inclined to be comfortable with you.
Right.
They're more inclined to open up just enough to get the breakthrough that they need.
Exactly.
They're willing to open up just enough to allow the seed to be planted.
Exactly,
And so,
exactly.
when that seed is planted, I've done my job. When you leave that
Right.
event and you're thinking about it and you're starting to put the pen to paper and you're beginning to step outside of your comfortability and beginning to talk to other people, because sometimes it's just a matter of talking to the right individual.
Exactly.
Stepping outside and just how are you today? Speaking to
Exactly,
someone
exactly.
can open up many doors.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't understand. It's just a matter of you opening up your mouth and just speaking. Who knows where it goes from there?
That's right.
So
That's right.
I believe
That's
in
right.
creating an atmosphere.
Exactly. So what are you expecting women to be able to walk away with when they leave your seminars and your events and all of the great stuff you have going on? What are you expecting them to walk away with?
I'm expecting the women to walk away with a renewed mind,
Mm-hmm.
meaning I'm expecting them to say, I got what I needed.
Exactly.
You know, I was able to connect with the speakers. I was able to connect with the visionary. I was
Right.
able to actually maybe get a resource out of this.
Exactly.
You know, I'm expecting them to leave away with something, whether not just tangible, but that internal being. I want it to be ignited. I want
Right.
a fire to be ignited within them to say that I left here with something that I'm going to be able to use for
Exactly.
me to walk in my purpose. I'm going to
Exactly.
be able to, you know, begin to unveil
Right,
and
right,
to
right.
uncover and to be true to who I am, not worrying about validation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if they leave with any amount of, you know, hope,
Exactly.
peace of mind,
Because I was gonna say, because it's hard. Like you can sit, and I'm just gonna be honest.
Yes.
You can sit in all the seminars, the women empowerment events. You can sit in those all day
Talk
long.
about it.
The hard part is when you walk away, you have to be able to apply what you have heard.
yes,
And because once you get out there in the real world,
Yes.
you forget everything that
Life happens.
Right? Yes, life happens exactly. And you like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I done heard. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
But you forget that stuff. You know, you forget it.
yes, and I'm glad you brought that up, you know, because a lot of times, you know, life will happen to you the minute you walk outside that
Yeah.
conference, the minute you walk outside of that event.
Yeah, because
you
you're
know.
sitting in there and everything's perfect while you're sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, as soon as you walk out the door, that there is life.
There's life.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
you got to deal with it.
But I often say, you know, if you put the pen to the paper, I always try to have some type of journal there
Right.
for them to write notes, for them to write down the steps if someone is given how to do something. You know,
Right.
I encourage them to write it down because, you know, you may forget when you leave outside of here.
Right,
You may get caught
right.
up into, you know, okay, I got to pay some bills. I got to get my kids and,
Uh-huh.
you know, I got to tend to my husband, whatever. You know, I got to keep things going, you know. But when you get that time to yourself and you look into that notebook,
Right.
you know, let that notebook begin to speak life to you, you know,
Exactly.
to resonate with your spirit and get you into a place to, okay, I can go some more. I can get
Exactly.
this going, you know.
Exactly.
So I often admonish women, write things down.
Exactly.
Put the pen to the paper so that way when you do leave outside of this door, guess what? That book is still there.
Right.
And you're able to pick it up and read it and
Exactly.
get to a place to where you need to get to
Right.
be reminded.
Exactly. And so you don't forget.
No, you don't forget. Write it down.
Yes. So how does your ministry help you as far as what you're doing?
My ministry helped me to live again.
Okay.
My ministry helped me to live again. I started embracing your inner woman when I was still going through the transition
Right.
of going back to being a single parent, having to figure out where me and my children were going to live, you know,
Right,
because
right.
we became homeless.
Wow.
You know, so me and my 4 children were in a lot of transitional periods, you know, as I was trying to refine myself,
Exactly.
as I was trying to build myself. And
Exactly.
it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that I didn't have family or friends, but I had no one to talk to during this, you know.
Right.
I you know, I stayed to myself, and, you know, so my ministry is what helped me to live. My ministry, me stepping outside of myself, you know, doing what I needed to do to truly be healed and walk in it, so that way I
Exactly.
can help others. I began to start socials with women, you know, and have them come to my house and we just eat and play games.
Right,
But we would, you know,
right.
lift each other up.
Exactly.
Right in my living room,
Exactly.
you know, the ministry helped me to live.
Right.
I
And
was
then, you know
helping
what,
others.
And to hear you say, you know, you began to have socials, I think that's very important. You know, to get women in intimate environments
Mm-hmm.
where they feel comfortable. You know, I think, you know, the empowerment events they're great.
Yes.
You know, they're awesome. But I think at the same time, us as women should try to come together, like you just said, and do more intimate social
Mm-hmm.
type of events. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it started right in my when I was able to get on my feet, you know. I was living in a living in my house, and I started to do socials right there in my living room.
Right.
You know, I would go right to the grocery store and, you know, get some sandwiches.
Right.
We make some sandwiches, cut them up. You know, it don't take much for people to just, you know, come to a place to where they feel welcome, they feel loved. You know,
Exactly.
the events are nice, but I come
Exactly.
from both sides. I was right there in my living room. We would cry together.
Right.
We would,
Right.
you know, just hold each other
Exactly.
sometimes.
Exactly.
You know, it was just so intimate. But I started literally in my home.
Right.
You know, seeing people being inspired. And I
Exactly.
wasn't all together.
Exactly.
We helped each other.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
So you were not only helping others; it was helping you.
It was helping me.
Yeah. Exactly. It was helping you. I think that's awesome.
Yes. It
I
is
do.
awesome.
Yeah,
It is
I do.
awesome.
I do. So the event now, you said, is going to be the Unmask.
The event for coming up October 20th.
Exactly.
Yes. Unveiling the Mask
Unveiling
Workshop.
the Mask. Exactly. So how can people get tickets?
Yes, you can go on eventbrite.com
Okay.
and / unveiling the mask workshop.
Okay.
The tickets are $35.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, I'm excited about this again
Exactly.
because this workshop is about doing some work. So
Right.
you're not going to come here and just look pretty.
Because that's
you
what I was
know?
going to say. I mean, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing the name workshop.
Yes.
So exactly. So be prepared to work, ladies.
Yes. Yes.
You're gonna put in some work. Workshop. You're gonna put some work in.
Work in. I mean, because that's how you begin to change your lifestyle, begin
Right.
to change those habits and those thinkings, you know, because you got to be diligent and you got to be intentional
Exactly.
and making a change.
Right.
you
And I
know?
was going to say, you got to want to get rid
Yes.
of all of that negative energy, that toxic thinking. You have to want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Exactly.
Come to work.
That's come to work, y'all.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You guys give us a couple of minutes. We're going to take just a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more great information. Don't go anywhere.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision. Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Listen Vision, Listen Vision.
Hey, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We're still here. Thanks for
Yes.
staying with me. I'm still sitting here with the beautiful Anika Stewart giving me
Thank
all
you.
these good nuggets of information.
Thank you.
Now, when we were on break, you were talking about a Ribbon in the Sky social that
Yes.
you are working on or have coming up. What's going on with that?
We have a lot of upcoming events.
Okay.
Ribbon in the Sky is one of them. It's an actual social. So
Okay.
it goes back to what we were just talking about how, the intimacy.
Exactly.
And I was talking to my team, and I want to take it back to where it started for me.
Right.
It's like I said, it started for me in my living room,
Right.
with maybe 10 people.
Right,
Right.
right.
But breakthroughs did happen.
Exactly.
And so the Ribbon in the Sky is a social.
Okay.
So you're going to get empowerment, of course. We are in the process of still working the event, getting, the speakers and things
Right,
like that.
right.
But it's going to be more of an intimate setting. There's going to be a limited amount of seats.
Okay.
Because we really want transformation to take place. And
Exactly.
sometimes it can't take place when you got these hundreds of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody's watching or
Right. Yeah.
that kind of thing. I gotta keep it cute, and I got I
Yes,
can't look
that's
nice,
right.
that
That's
kind
right.
of thing.
And I see she's sitting over there. She's staring at me. So I don't
Right.
even want her to know what. I'll just forget it. Never mind.
Exactly. They
Right.
put on face.
They put that mask up. Yes.
So no, this Ribbon in the Sky is going to be a limited amount of seats.
Right.
We haven't got the number together, but just be on the lookout for it because it's going to be very intimate.
Okay.
We're going to have 7 speakers. And on a spiritual note, the number 7 represents completion.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we want to be complete.
Exactly.
Internally, we want to be complete.
Exactly.
So, we're going to have 7 speakers that's going to impart into them.
Awesome.
And give them an opportunity to ask questions.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you get to these events and you don't really get to ask questions.
Right, exactly.
So it's going to be some Q&A going on.
Right.
It's going to be very intimate. And
That's good. Because I know with me, when I get to asking questions, like I want you to say, I don't want you to talk to the group. I want you to talk to me because I want to know
yes.
what you did. Step 1, 2, and 3. I need it in
Exactly.
detail.
And so you can't
So
get that.
that's right. You can't get that when it's a crowd of people. And yeah, you kind of want that.
Yeah,
That
that one-on-one. So
exactly.
you will get it. So when we start advertising for it,
Exactly.
it's going to be a limited amount of seats. So
Right.
Ribbon in the Sky social, look out for it. I'm super excited about this one because it takes me back to where my
Exactly.
roots are.
Exactly.
And so, I can't say enough about that, but I'm excited
Okay.
about that event that we
Perfect.
have coming up.
And during the break, y'all, she promised me that she was going to bring some of this stuff to the Maryland, D.C. area.
Yes.
So that don't y'all worry.
I'm going to try and do this.
Yes.
I just need to get some resources.
Exactly. That's okay. It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. That's right. When you do great things happen.
Absolutely.
So trust me, it's coming.
Absolutely.
It is coming.
I
So tell us
receive it.
again about the unveiling
Unveiling
the
the
mask.
mask. Yes.
Tell us about that event.
So again, Unveiling the Mask workshop is going to begin October the 20th at 5:30 p.m. You can go ahead and purchase your tickets at eventbrite.com. Unveiling the Mask workshop
Excellent. And they get the tickets, you said, from Eventbrite.
from eventbrite.com/unveiling the mask workshop.
Awesome. And this book with this beautiful
Yes.
cover, how can they get this?
You can purchase the book Diaries of an Elect Lady on LadyAnikaStewart.com, or you can go to Amazon.com, Diaries of an Elect Lady by author Anika Stewart.
Awesome. And Miss Anika Stewart.
Thank
If they
you.
want to reach you, how can they reach you?
Yes, you can reach me through my website, LadyAnikaStewart.com, or you can email me, pursueyourpurposeandlive@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook, author Anika Stewart. Instagram is Embracing Your Inner Woman, and that's where you can connect with me.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys make sure you get out, give her all the support she needs. All you ladies, I think it sounds like an amazing event. So if you guys can get out to support, please make sure you get in
Yes.
contact with her. Make sure that you get out and see all of these beautiful women that are trying to bring you some very, very much needed and important information. So don't you guys forget. Make sure you're connecting with her. Again, I am going to unfortunately have to close out tonight. It's like every time I get into these good interviews, I always got to shorten and close my time out. But I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's definitely been very informative for
Yes.
me. I know it's been informative for my audience, so I want to thank you again for
Thank
making
you.
that trip all the way down from Delaware.
Yes.
It was a blessing. It was a
Thank
blessing.
you.
So I thank you. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Next week, I think I'm going to have a really, really hot artist, but that's still in the works right now. But don't you guys fret. I will let you all know just as soon as I have everything finalized, but I really think that you guys are going to enjoy it. I want to thank you all. As some of you guys may know, me and some of my family members, we lost a dear family member to us on Friday. My uncle, actually, a lot of you guys know my cousins, their father passed away on Friday. So we've been getting a lot of, prayers and condolences. So I just want to say for the family, the Simmons families, we thank everyone for all of your sincere prayers, your condolences. Thank you for keeping our family in prayer. So I wanted to make sure that I tell you guys that because everyone has been reaching out to all of us with their prayers and so forth for my family. My uncle was definitely loved by everyone. So I just want to thank you guys so much for all of the love that you've been showing all of us. And please keep my cousins in prayer, their daughters and their son, his son. Please keep them in prayer. Please keep them uplifted. And I just want to say thank you guys again for the support. Thanks for tuning in to YouStyle Magazine. Make sure that you guys tune in next Sunday. Same station, same time. ListenVisionLive.com is where you can find us. Or just swing by over here by the station. We always got something hot going on over here at Sexy Sundays at YouStyle Magazine Live Radio. Again, you guys have an amazing week. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you to my special guests for all of them special nuggets. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Love you all.
Listen Vision, Listen Vision, DC's #1 recording studio. Oh!